Hello and thank you for downloading this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. Before we start the show tonight, we wanted to give everybody a word of warning that each episode produced by Movie Guys Podcast is for a mature audience. You have been warned. Also, all of our reviews are spoiler filled. So if you have not seen the film that we're going to talk about tonight, turn off the show and come back when you're ready to listen. Thank you so much for downloading, and we hope you enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another awesome episode of Movie Guys Podcast. And tonight we're talking about Fast and Furious 99 and a third half. Hobbs and Shaw tonight. I'm Jordan. I'm joined here with Eric and best friend Ryan. How you guys doing tonight? Eric, what's up?
I'm a little confused. I have a lot of questions after watching this movie, but I'm sure we're going to get to it. I hope maybe Ryan has some answers. What do you think?
I don't think this movie's very deep, so I don't know exactly what kind of questions you have.
How familiar are you with Fast and Furious, the franchise? The Fast and franchise Furious. There's a joke in there somewhere, I'm sure.
Not very. I'm not a fan of these movies. I have seen all of them except for the second half of The Fate of the Furious. But I have seen all of them once. I would imagine, I would guess I paid attention to half of them. So my knowledge base on this is very shallow.
Yeah.
Didn't you and I see Fate of the Furious together? And
We watched it at your house.
we only could watch the half because it was just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the opening of that movie where like he was in Cuba or something?
I think Cuba or Puerto Rico.
It was Cuba.
Yeah, I stopped watching it. Charlize Theron said something. Her character said something, and I laughed so much. I was like, all right, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
That's what. Well, of all the things that made its appearance in Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, the biggest guest star was, of course, the physics that came into play throughout this movie a lot.
Especially at the end.
Yeah, I believe there was a part where I wanted to say 4 vehicles. I think one was a trailerless semi. Got into a tug of war match with a helicopter.
And my favorite part of that whole sequence is they spend those quick shots where they show the cars latching onto each other in succession when they come flying in, and then they just come apart when they're not needed anymore. They just break. They just, as soon as the plane, that little chopper thing is under control, after The Rock has successfully lassoed and pulled it in on the chain, the cars just separate. No problem. No questions asked.
Not ask about how NASA coupling technology is just made so readily available for trucks in. Was that in an island at that time too? Was that they were in like the tropics?
Samoa.
Yeah.
They're the American Samoa. That's near Hawaii.
That's further. That's like.
Is that closer to Asia?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's in like the fuck you part of the Pacific Ocean.
Mm.
So where the planes go missing. So
I don't know.
It's a good time. We're having a good time in this movie.
I don't understand some of this shit. Like, for one thing, the director of this, he was an uncredited director in John Wick, and he's done Atomic Blonde, which
that movie had a great fight scene at the end, regardless of what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing, though. It says anyway, and then he did Deadpool 2, which Ryan Reynolds directed that movie. So I'm not gonna. It's just interesting that he's doing Hobbs and Shaw, and this is also interesting. This is produced by The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yeah, so obviously nobody wanted to make this movie, and The Rock and Jason Statham were just like, yeah, I'm free this weekend.
So here's the big question. In the 80s and early 90s, we had Rock, we had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, really stupid, '80s cliche action heroes. Clearly, this movie is telling us that it's Jason Statham and The Rock as our new dumb action heroes. Is this movie in the same category as Commando and just the later Rambos, or is this all the way far in left field?
You want to,
Like, it's
Ryan?
right.
You want to go? Want to go first before I get off of my rant?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I think this is it's a cousin. It's not a direct sibling, but it is a cousin. They are in the same family. They're the dumb action movies. It, they both have or those two types. They all carry the same machismo, bravado, like where you have to be the tough guy, and it's the muscle that always outdoes the brains.
Mm-hmm.
That nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is I'd imagine that nobody was going to assume this to be anything less than ridiculous, and that's exactly what we got. Like we got a lot of action mixed in with a lot of this buddy comedy that happened too, with a lot of cameos. We had a lot of cameos in this movie.
Yeah, because it's a Fast and Furious presents, so we got to bring those characters. You know.
Well, some new characters would be nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, some old characters would be nice. But
Yeah.
I know that Tyrese has expressed his disgust about this movie, and same with Ludacris.
What?
They both were against this. They're just like, no, we can't do a Fast and Furious without the family, which they also talked about a lot in this movie was family.
I love when Vin Diesel says it. It's so gay, dude. We're family. We're family. Why he's drinking a Corona? I love it.
Either way, these dudes kill a lot of people with little to no remorse. Still have their mental capacity to go home and hug the daughter at night or whoever lady they're with. Just no problem, and just be cool about it. I think in one scene they killed I think it was like 30 something people. Damage beyond belief in London. I don't even want to count like that too, but the one guy had a remote control motorcycle. Did you guys Idris Elba, the bad guy?
Yeah.
Who introduced himself as the bad guy? First 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. So with all the Fast and Furious movies, we get our villains. Some are more memorable than others, and I would say that pretty much slim to none are memorable. But how is what's this? Idris
Elba.
Yeah.
Idris Elba. I can never say his first name. I can do his last
Doesn't
name.
matter.
I
You're
was
from
like,
Ohio, so however you want to pronounce it is the right way.
the guy who's going to be the next Bond. I'll just say that.
No, it's the lady.
Yeah, they cast a black lady.
Yeah, I know she's not the next Bond. That's just movie. Don't get me on a rant. How do we feel about him as a bad guy? Is he a good foe to Rock and Jason Statham?
Well, if the character was written better, I get that it's like it's this over the top storyline where you have this ex special forces operative who was trained coincidentally enough by Deckard Shaw, Jason Statham's character, where he's been cybernetically enhanced by this secret secret yet somehow massive military like weapons company turns him into basically a robot. Well, they call him The Rock calls him the Terminator during the chase through London. So I guess we're not I understand we're not dealing with reality. Or like like a story that takes place in the world that we all three inhabit. But it's like what Eric said. He introduces himself when she says, "Who are you?" He says, "I'm the bad guy." That just kind of loses it for me.
Well, this is obviously movie will do well just because there's not a Transformers movie out right now. I mean, this is obviously has its demographic and it probably will do well, but that's just what it is. There's always going to be a need for unnecessary action movies, and that's what this was. The action scenes went crazy, ridiculously long. They were well choreographed. Again, it's one of those where bad guys take one hit to take them down, but good guys never go down.
No.
Um, there was a few spots, like you know what I mean, like perfect cliches, where like Idris, the bad guy, had like ample time to kill them. Like just shoot him in the head right there. You're done, and you can go about your way. And he didn't. He wanted to milk it, and obviously for typical movie tropes. And that's again, you're playing by the book there that your cousins have before. So it's you know what you're getting in with this movie. That's what you wanted.
Yeah. And here's the funny thing, because you guys said about the money. This movie was made for $200 million.
Shut your fucking face.
$200 million
Hold
was
on,
the budget.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna double check that.
No, it's straight up.
200 million.
And it has made 193.4 million. Hasn't made its money back yet.
I fucking hate this timeline, dude. I really do. Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know what's more offensive, the budget of this movie or how much it's making.
I'm like 193. I mean, they still have not made their money. So
it will certainly make its money back. But with that,
So that 193 is worldwide. It's going to end up being like one of the lower grossing of the newer Fast and Furious movies.
Mhm.
I don't see it making, 160 domestically.
No.
But it's
That's
going to make
worldwide.
it's going to make its chunk of change.
do you think is a sequel in the works? Is it?
Not for Hobbs and Shaw. I mean, because what was Fast 8 the last one, and this is the spinoff, right? So they got to do Fast and Furious 9. Is that it?
Yeah, I think they're doing Fast and Furious 9 and 10 back to back. I think.
Why? What? Question.
There's a good fan theory that I read
Go ahead.
online about the return of Han because of this technology. The Etheon.
The Asian guy from Tokyo Drift?
Yeah.
They're gonna bring. He died.
Yeah, didn't Hobbs kill him or Shaw?
Shaw did.
Yeah, didn't Shaw kill him? So we'll see. Maybe maybe he'll come back.
I am curious because like I said, I haven't watched the second half of 8, and you guys can maybe fill me in. I was under the impression that Hobbs was a bad guy, but coming into like at the start of this movie, he's not really once presented as the bad guy.
No, Shaw was the bad guy, right?
Well,
Hobbs is the guy.
What did I say? I meant Shaw. Deckard
No,
Shaw was the bad guy.
That's kind of like Hobbs was introduced as the good, the cat chasing the mouse
In Fast 5.
Yeah, because Fast and Furious, because Vin Diesel, Toretto, and all them were considered the anti-heroes type of thing. And Hobbs is the dude that was assigned to bring him in. He's like, okay, you guys, we've been keeping an eye on you for a while. You guys had doing a lot of action. Time to bring you in. And then that turned into buddy. Oh, we need you. You're the best. And then that turned into them trying to take down Shaw. And then they found a common enemy in Shaw, right? Or in Charlize Theron.
Well, I mean Shaw, because Shaw was the big bad in I think 5 or 6.
Well, his brother is the villain in Fast 6, and then
Brother
Shaw is like Owen Shaw is the villain in Fast 6, and Deckard Shaw is the villain in Fast 7 because he's getting revenge.
Yeah.
But like I don't remember. The only thing I remember of him in Fast 8, or Fate of the Furious. Sorry, he's in prison, right?
And Hobbs was in there with him. They also introduced Helen Mirren as the mother, as Shaw's mother in that movie as well too.
God, do we give a fuck? I mean, seriously. I mean,
Listen,
who cares?
We're deep. We're deep now, boys. I know that you're saying that the story doesn't go deep, but this is the ninth silver screen movie that had come out. There are other stuff. There's more stuff on this. There's like side movies and clips about this that still keep on going into it. People really are interested. These are street racers turned superhero.
Yeah, because the first movie is a blatant ripoff of Point Break. It is 100% a ripoff of Point Break.
Well, then what's this one a ripoff of?
I don't know, but just go with me real quick down this rabbit hole because I was telling my wife this last night.
Shanghai Nights, maybe. Shanghai Noon?
The first movie, all right. I'm gonna tell you the basic plot of Point Break and tell me this is the first movie. Young, attractive cop is infiltrating a gang of surfers who are robbing banks so they can fund their surfing habits.
Well, yeah.
Is that Fast and Furious?
Yes, it is.
So we took a movie that was a blatant theft. I mean, you could sue him in court, right? I mean, Fast and Furious 1's a blatant theft. And now we have 9 movies later. 16-year-old Jordan seeing Too Fast, Too Furious in theaters with his high school football friends did not think it would be 9 movies in. This movie's garbage.
And we're gonna get more. Don't you worry. I mean,
oh my god.
This movie is PG-13 for a reason. Okay, so it's I would like to ask 13-year-old Jordan if he liked this movie.
Yeah, because I knee underneath my car like a goddamn idiot. Because
Light him up.
In my 1988 Oldsmobile Royal.
That's horrible. I had a Firebird, but it was 1989 Firebird, and it had a rusted hatchet wound on the side of the door. It was not a good one. It was not the Knight Rider edition. It was not a, but I thought it was cool. It was still black. So Fast and Furious came out, and I thought, yeah, sure, why not?
Pimp it out.
I'm the beater car in the back.
Yeah. Well, let's get into our Let's get into our popcorn ratings here for Hobbs and Shaw. Eric, let's go with you tonight, buddy. What will be our popcorn rating for Hobbs and Shaw? What would you give it?
I mean, listen, it's not my favorite. It's not the worst of the franchise by any means. Simply because there was a lot more comedy in this movie. Like to spoil the cameos, you had Ryan Reynolds that came in as Locke, as the CIA recruiter for The Rock. You had Kevin Hart adding some fun to the mix as an air marshal. That was good. I mean, it was it was enjoyable for that part. It was an eye roll of a movie. I'm not in a hurry to see this one again. That's about it. I don't know. I'm on the border of like a no bag and a small bag here because if you like action, like this is a good movie for you. But I like this is ridiculous action though. You know what I mean? Like where physics just don't apply to the world. We gotta we gotta save the planet. Last chance, and everyone's gonna die. We gotta like that urgency is all over again. Oh, you're never gonna do that. It's a 1 in a million chance you're gonna do that, and then does it. It's that whole thing. It's just it's a bummer. I'm not probably not gonna watch this one again. I'll probably just say no bag on this one, guys. Like, it's not the worst, but I just can't really see myself giving it like any sort of popcorn because I don't see myself watching this movie again.
All right, fair enough. This is one of the no bag as well. No bag. It's not fun. It's stupid. For me, a very good / dumb action flick would be like a Die Hard because it's a good movie, but there's also a lot of dumb action in it. This movie's just like totally far out there in left field. I mean, I've been done with the Fast and Furious franchise since part 2. I don't understand it. And I don't understand The Rock's appeal. Why does everybody love The Rock? He's not a good actor.
He's a nice guy, man.
I don't give him. It's terrible.
He's like
I don't get it.
Big brother or the dad,
We're getting Jungle Book 2 now.
Dwayne Johnson, he is the modern day Schwarzenegger because Schwarzenegger wasn't a good actor, but he's so charismatic. He played the same character in every movie, which The Rock basically plays the same character in every movie, and yet you still like him in those roles, even though you've seen him do it 1,000 times because he's so charismatic.
I don't like him. No bags. Ryan, what's your popcorn rating for Hobbs and Shaw?
Well, it's a clean sweep. fellas. I'm also gonna go no bag on this one. I did struggle for a second there between what I wanted to give it, because how do you view this movie really? Like, do you? Because it's dumb. I'll agree, it's dumb, but it's not trying to be anything other than dumb. It's not trying to make like some deep statement. It's not trying to push the boundaries of filmmaking. It's just a piece of popcorn fluff.
Yeah.
But it is dumb enough that I think I'm gonna give it no bag.
Nice.
It's
'Cause
very
it
self-aware.
yeah, it is, so it knows what it is, and it's not trying to be anything else. Um, but I still think, because I mean, like I said at the beginning, I'm not a fan of these movies. I've seen almost all of them. I kind of zone out of them during them. But so I went to this movie with almost no expectations. I still feel like I was disappointed because I like The Rock, I like Jason Statham, and I like the action sequences from Atomic Blonde. Because yeah, I like parts of Deadpool 2, but I'm not like I don't really care for that movie a whole lot
Sure.
compared to the first Deadpool. But like I was thinking, this is going to be a big macho action movie directed by the guy who made, pretty good feminist kind of action flick in Atomic Blonde, where they have these long, drawn out hand to hand combat sequences. So I was like, oh, at least the action will be good, you know? No, it's all cut to shit. Like we're back in the mid 2000s doing these fast, quick cuts every time somebody throws a hand.
It's a very studio-made film.
Oh, it's a studio. You could tell like this is The Rock and Jason Statham were the ones who were making all the decisions in this movie.
Oh yeah, both executive producers.
Well, so I mean, Chris Morgan, he's been the screenwriter for Fast and Furious since Tokyo Drift. He wrote this, and he's also a producer on it. But like, you can tell it was geared towards what the two stars wanted, not really what anyone else wanted, because they knew going into this, people who are bankrolling this movie know that the audience is going to come because Fast and Furious connection and because of The Rock or Jason Statham.
But I would say more The Rock.
With that being said, because it is Fast and Furious, did you get enough car in this movie? Did you get enough Fast? Did you get enough Furious in this movie? They showed some parked cars, but the ones that they drove were not really any ones that were like I don't know. I mean, like whoa, that there was the bike. They made a mention of the Italian Job. I don't know if you guys caught that one. So does Shaw, is he a part of the Italian Job?
There is another reference. I don't know if you guys noticed. Jordan, especially you. Brixton, the villain, when he's doing the torture scene with them in the electric chairs. His black jacket has the Wayland Yutani symbol on it, like the logo.
Motherfucker, it does, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. You can see like there's a shot where like the light hits it and you can see the outline of the W with like the triangles in it. Yeah.
Son of a bitch, you're right. Motherfucker. What does that got to do with whaling? Don't no.
Well, big universe, they're sucking them all in, man. So
No. Just no.
Etienne is the precursor, I'm assuming, to Wayland Yutani.
Hey, wait. If that. Oh man.
He was in Prometheus. He was the captain in Prometheus. Okay.
So that means he's still alive. Then is that what you're trying to say?
No.
Wait. That means if the Italian Job is connected to this too, that means Mark Wahlberg is in this universe.
Oh God.
Wait, wasn't Charlize Theron in Italian Job?
She was.
Yeah.
And then she's also in Fast and Furious.
And she was in Prometheus. Son of a bitch.
Wow.
Shit.
Deep.
So is Cypher the one behind all this? Because at the end of the movie, when they shut Brixton down, the voice, the disembodied voice, makes a threat to Shaw, Hobbs and Shaw, saying that that the voice and Shaw have a past.
Yeah.
Which, if they fought each other in the last movie, and then she is the daughter of the guy who runs Wayland Yutani and Prometheus.
Son of a bitch.
Holy shit. Dude, I thought again. We started the show with some questions, and Ryan came with the answer. We got it.
I'm
Wrap it
just
up,
curious.
boys.
Before we go, I'm just curious how they're going to explain Idris Elba's switch from sort of Cockney English accent to a typical, stereotypical Southern accent in Prometheus.
Oh well, when they reprogram them, obviously,
That's true.
upgraded model, the text version. Because listen, in almost every sci-fi movie, the Texan is always working the controls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Space Truckers, The Abyss. What was the one? Dan McBride? Oh, Prometheus, right? Like,
No. Dan McBride was Alien Covenant.
Covenant.
oh yeah, Covenant. I mean, yeah,
His name was Tennessee.
yeah. But either way, it's some Southern, drawl, and they yeehaw, and they always put on the afterburners and make the save.
God bless it, right?
So now we got Idris in it now. This is all right, or maybe he just like Michael Fassbender is just another model,
That's true because in Prometheus we just see him scream as he like runs the ship into something, right?
Yep, he's just another model.
No
Just
body,
go ahead,
no
wake up
body,
another
no
one.
death.
Let's go.
Right. Like Eric always says, no body, no death.
No body, no death. He fell into water, so we're gonna see him again.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for listening to this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. Check us out on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Just search for us at Movie Guys Pod. And also check us out at movieguyspodcast.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and on iTunes. Just search for Movie Guys Podcast. We are the logo with the headphones around the bag of popcorn. Thank you so much for listening to this most recent episode, and we'll be back next week for Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Have a good night.